Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. My name is Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you from sportsbookreview.com. Hashtag AskSBR, SBR Odds, SBRforum.com.
I wish we were waking up on the beach again today.
This is the NBA Odds Couple show for Friday, January 27th. Mike Brenner and I, of course, are back from the beach. Mike Brenner, I believe that, how did you do in the NBA on Thursday? Did you do badly, or what did you do?
Thursday I went 2-1.
Yeah. Overall, you're doing fine
in
the
Pete,
NBA.
but I'm just not satisfied. My power picks are off, but again, that's a whole lot more that goes into that. But that's a pure marathon. So anybody panicking on the power picks, you better just stay level. Trust me, that's going to flush out. But Pete, there's some opportunities on the board today. Like me, all right, there's some teams that have to bounce back and have to get some shit straight.
So there's a lot of games here. Let's just jump right into it. First game, let's just jump into it. Ever since Cleveland's last loss, people have been asking specifically, what does Mike Brenner think about the Cavs? I don't know. What do you think? 3 straight up losses and lost 6 out of their last 8. So that's a lot of bounce back spots they've been in that hasn't really paid off. What do you think, Mike Brenner?
I think there's got to be the night to do it, and whenever it is, it can't be scripted any better than against the Brooklyn Nets. If I'm correct, 3-7 ATS last 10 or
3-11 ATS over their last 14.
Yeah, so they're really getting pounded.
But just so you know, the Cavs 2-10 ATS over their last 12.
I think this is that game, Pete, because this is going to be this is that game at home where it's like we man up or we shut up or we get out, and I just don't think there's any way possible. I want to do 3 ways. I want to do the quarter, the game, and I want to do the team total.
Okay.
I'm staying off the half.
You think it's going to be a high-scoring game? You don't think they're going to clamp down on defense?
I think team total for Cleveland.
Yeah,
Brooklyn
that's what I mean.
No defense.
But you think it's going to be over?
I think, they're going to go over. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want, the quarter?
I see them scoring 120.
Right.
I'm going to go with the Pinnacle first quarter
First quarter opener, then you want the first half?
No. Full game.
Full game.
There's a method
Cleveland.
to this madness.
Okay. The full game will be 15 and the best minus 109.
Okay.
Minus 15, minus 109.
Team total,
I can give you exactly the Pinnacle team total right now.
Exactly,
would be over 121 minus 107. You sure you want that? 121.
I think this team's going to score 125 tonight.
Really? Okay. Yeah. All right. Wow.
121. Hold on,
121 minus
Damn.
107.
117, 118, 119.
No.
I still think. Hold on. Just hold on. 121.
Okay. Do you want me to say? Can you think while I talk?
Yeah, I'm going to think while you talk. We're going to hold off on that team total right now. I'll process that.
Okay. All right. Then I'll give one team that I was also leaning on the team total on, and actually I on the Utah game I nailed the first half under on the full game under. I forgot to freaking give the team total Utah under, which I wanted to give.
That's because you weren't feeling good. You should have had a damn one of those Red Bulls and vodka. You would have remembered.
But we got Indiana on a back-to-back. They beat Minnesota, the Kings, on 3 straight road covers, and Indiana's actually gone under in 5 of their last 6. We know they're having some issues.
You said something yesterday, and I'm not kidding you. You said sometimes when they're tweaking a roster, you said look out. And you know what, Pete? I thought it would go the other way. You were dead on, buddy.
Yeah, now they're making it. The tweaks was successful against Minnesota, and they might come back and do it again here and have a big scoring game. But I'm thinking maybe Indiana on the team total under might be worth the shot. They've gone under in 5 of their last 6, and the Kings 3 straight road covers, playing some decent defense. So I'm thinking,
and they're going to be a little tired too.
Maybe. I mean, they might be tired, or they might be just.
They had to run and try to keep up with those young kids from Minnesota. They won the game, but I guarantee they're more tired than Minnesota. But
or they might have taken some, just some positives from the win and come back here and try to do it again.
I don't know.
I think it's worth a modest shot. I'm going to take.
You said what? 4 out of the last 5 they've been under.
5 out of the last 6.
Yeah,
I'm going to take a shot with the Pacers team total under. It'll be 107 minus 110.
Yeah, I'm glad you're doing it though, because if you wouldn't have, you would have put. And next thing you know, it would have covered. We would have been right back to square one with the big balls play.
All right. So as of right now, you're only taking the Cavs 2 ways.
Yep, taking the Cavs 2 ways. I'm going to hold off on the team total. I may revisit. Speaking of which, I thought we were going to go to the Big Balls Factory and do a video.
Well, I'm going to try to make some balls on my own naturally, but if that doesn't happen, I will willing to take supplements. Yeah,
we will definitely.
Absolutely. And with the did you know that? Not to get off topic here, but did you know that the supplements that body? But I've been watching for entertainment purposes bodybuilding videos recently. I love that.
What the hell's up with that?
I don't know. It's just I love the bodybuilding drama. They talk about because now in 2017 they're all admitting about the steroids they take, and they're all like
we all knew it though, but they're admitting it.
But now they're admitting everything. Did you know that the drugs that they take make their balls literally like shrink to be tiny?
I did not know that.
All those bodybuilders have tiny balls.
So they wouldn't be good in the betting business because they won't have no balls to pull that trigger.
So I need to take the opposite of whatever they take to grow some balls.
I don't think they do. You think they do steroids? You think Arnold Schwarzenegger was on steroids?
No, at this point they've all admitted it, which is interesting. So I love watching that stuff.
They all admitted it, but we all knew it. So figure that one out.
It's just interesting. All the drama in the bodybuilding industry.
I don't know how the hell we got there from here. But we need to get back on track.
We were talking about got balls. All right, getting back on track here. All right, so let's see. What do we have? We have. All right, I guess let's talk about it. I think it might be a 10-foot pole for me right now, but the Sixers are just dominating ATS game in and game out. They've covered 11 out of their last 13, and a lot of those games on paper it looks like, I don't know, do I want to take them here? And this is another one. They're a big home dog, but they're going up against Houston 7.5 or 8. Yeah. Houston actually 3-7 ATS over their last 10. What do you think? Embiid is expected to play?
No, Embiid is out.
No, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Last report I just had, Embiid is out, Okafor is out, so I want the quarter, the half, and the game. I'm taking Houston.
Really?
Yep, the Philly luck stops right here.
Okay.
I'm telling you, James Harden is not happy whatsoever with the second half performance, all right? And I know what your thoughts are on those players-only meeting, but when James Harden pulls a players-only meeting, those guys listen, and Eric Gordon got the brunt of it, all right?
Wow.
This kid has just really got to step up, all right? Harden is pulling the trigger tonight. Quarter, the half, and the game.
Wow, okay, well, the full game is kind of up there. 7.5 minus 102.
I think this is going to be a double-digit win. We're going to see the Philly that we were, only because they are very banged up. They're playing inspired, but sometimes when you're banged up, you're playing inspired. I think it's going to cause a lot of mistakes. I think a lot of turnovers tonight.
First half will be minus 3.5, minus 110. That's a Pinnacle line, and the first quarter will give you the Pinnacle opener.
Yep, you got it. Pinnacle opener. I feel really, really good about that.
Really?
Buddy.
Okay.
Really good about it. I feel good about everything I got.
Okay.
Well, hell, big balls. You gotta have it.
Yeah, you got to have it. Another game that's interesting is San Antonio, New Orleans. Now, I read, maybe you have updated information. I read that Kawhi Leonard is going to be back.
Yes.
A lot of people have been out for the Spurs recently, but they've covered 4 in a row, getting some nice production. And Anthony Davis is banged up, trying to play through it. Not a good idea.
Nope.
I kind of feel like
I think he's going to be a scratch.
Yeah, but that's what I was about to say. In general, when he's out, I'm more likely to play on the Pelicans, and when he's playing, I'm more likely to bet against them. Yeah. If I was going to play on the Spurs here, I'd be hoping to read that Anthony Davis is playing. Yeah. It seems like the Spurs, with getting Kawhi Leonard back, might be a nice play here. I don't know. What do you think?
I think Spurs is going to be a really nice play, Pete, and I'm going just the full game. What's the best shop line?
Well, it's 5.5 or 6. We can give you 5.5 minus 110.
Yep, I think this is a no-brainer. I mean, there's no such a thing, but I just think they're playing too good. 36-9, this team is. I know that doesn't talk about ATS, but they just start picking up momentum. With Leonard back, you're going to see it. It's going to be a big night tonight. Yep.
I was also vaguely thinking about the over in this one. Both teams are trending over,
What's the number?
Including the Spurs. It's 210, and the first half is just 102. Now, it's always very tricky when you have one of those first half totals that looks a little bit off.
Yeah.
I don't know. And if Davis is out, they might try to. I don't know.
See, you know what? Stay off that.
You think
one.
so?
Just stay the hell away from that one.
All right.
Then again, yeah.
All right, I'll stay off it for now. Yeah, I'll stay off it for now.
He's off.
All right. And then we have a Milwaukee at Toronto. Toronto did cover the last game, but before that, 4 straight ATS losses, kind of tanking a little bit at the same time that the Cavs are. And Milwaukee,
and they had every opportunity to take advantage of that with Cleveland tanking. They could have took over first place in the East, and they didn't. So, now Atlanta's even looking like a team that can make some noise.
Yeah, but Milwaukee also struggling, lost 6 out of their last 7 ATS. Is this a 10-foot pole?
It is. I think it is for me, Pete, because right now, I'm stunned. I'm stunned, and I'm really, wondering what Jason Kidd's thinking. You got to get your team focused again.
Yeah.
You got the talent. Parker, he's struggling again. 6 for 26 from the field lately. This team is really struggling, so I got to stay off it.
All right. Any other picks you want to share with us, Mike?
Yeah, there is. There's one other one that I got, and it's a 3-team 6-point teaser.
Okay. All right. Bet online lines. Here we go.
Let's go with Houston.
All right. That'll be minus 1.5.
God, I love it. How about the Spurs?
Okay. That'll be Pick'em.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Cleveland.
And that'll be let me see. Where is it? -9.
-9.
All right.
I love it, Pete.
Okay.
I love this spot tonight, and I really do. I think this is a great bounce back spot. I'm confident with it. I'm not trying to push it and rush it. Hell no, buddy. I love it. I'm just ready to go back to the beach.
All right. That sounds good. So why don't you review your plays? And I'll think if I want to add anything. I might just stick with my one.
I am adding one.
What's that?
I'm adding one right now.
Okay, what's that? What's
right
that?
now.
What
there's going to be a halftime speech after this.
The Bulls or Miami or what?
No. I'm going Cleveland third quarter.
Okay.
Third quarter.
Okay, we'll give you. I don't think the bookmaker. So we'll give you the bookmaker.
We'll go
with
bookmaker
yeah.
third quarter.
Okay.
Pete. I'm not kidding. All right, here we go. Cleveland on the first quarter is going to be Pinnacle. Full game -15. Third quarter on the bookmaker opener. Houston Rockets first quarter Pinnacle opener. First half -3.5. Full game -7. And I'm riding with the Spurs on the full game -5.5. Topping it off with a bounce back day for Brenner with a 3-team 6-point teaser from Bet Online. Houston -1.5. The Spurs a pick'em. Cavaliers -9.
All right.
Bless America. It's a good day to
That
bounce
sounds
back.
good, Mike Brenner. And the only one I was thinking about was maybe the Boston team total over. It's 111, which is a little bit high.
The only one you were thinking.
Yeah,
you think I'm going to buy that shit?
I don't know. What do you think about that one? You have anything to say about Boston or
Boston,
not that much?
I don't know, man. That's another team.
Yeah, they're up and down.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe even if they lose this one ATS, it's a high-scoring game and they still cover. Or if it's a low-scoring game, it's because Orlando doesn't score at all.
I know.
Yeah.
And Orlando's another team up and down. Aaron Gordon, they said they're trying to get him to just play focused. He's playing too much street ball. I don't know, Pete. That's a 10-foot
Boston beat Houston by double digits last game. That's pretty impressive.
I know they did. Can they,
Can they do it again?
Exactly.
I'll throw it on there.
Throw it on there. Pull that trigger, pistol.
It's a high team total, but I'll take it. Over 111 minus 109. I'll throw that one on there just for
I wouldn't talk you off
a
that.
second pick. Yeah. And then I'm also thinking about actually the same thing with the Spurs. Also team total over because they've been going over. It's 107.5 minus 118. Man, that's such a I think the Spurs game is worth holding off on for me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to hold
Stay off of that
All
one.
right. Those are the only two picks I'll give.
We'll
be taking an early look
How's
at
that migraine today?
Oh, it's much better.
Better?
We'll be taking an early look at the Saturday card in a few hours, right, Mike Brenner?
Yes, we are, definitely.
Right.
And that Cheech and Chong impression got a lot of response.
Yes, it did.
You know what it did?
What's
it
that?
took away the fact of an ass kicking I took yesterday, so thank you for that.
Good.
But guys, I want to thank you for all your support out there when we were at the beach. I mean it. We did the best we could. Please just hang in there. Again, we're not charging you a dime, all right? We're one big team. We got to believe in each other, so keep giving us that opportunity because I know I'm going to pull through, I know Pistol Pete's going to ride it. And here
Sounds
we go.
Good. All right, we'll be back in a few hours for the Saturday card of the NBA.
Yeah, that's right. Bet responsible. Odds couples coming to you, baby.
Do your research before you bet. Check out our ratings guide to see which books have the best ratings and sign-up bonuses. Open up several accounts. Shop for lines at sbrodds.com. Always be ahead of the game.